Yep, I'm doing this again. So last year, I uploaded a video where I used like the CubeMaster type shit to predict the Nats podiums for that year. And it's one of my most viewed videos, so I thought, content farm, let's do that shit again. So after the blood, sweat, and tears of 1 hour scrolling through the psych sheet and plugging the data into my simulators, I've compiled the information, and this is what that is. Enjoy. Hello. This is the lazy part of the video where I just go through the predictions thing. Yes, let's get started. Starting with fuck. Yes, starting with multi-blind. Third place, you already saw it, but it's Felix Samuel Williams with 15 points. Yeah, he's one of the people I was talking about earlier with like a really low, like not many data points, so might be inaccurate, but I don't care. Second place, Cheggins with 17 points. Makes sense. And the national champion with 23 points is Michael Tripodi, predicted. I'm just going to race through the blind events because they're all going to be super boring. So 5 blind. Third place is Felix Samuel Williams with 11 minutes 12. Cool. Again, not many data points. Might be super inaccurate. I don't know. Second place, Cheggins with 6:37. And national champion Michael Tripodi with 4:24. And 4 blind. Third place, another person with like no data points, Elias Chong with a 3:14. That's actually his only data point, so it's just given me his PR single as the predicted. So whatever. It's still third place, but it's like probably not reliable. Second place, Michael Tripodi with a 2:08. And actually first place is Cheggins with a 1:59. And fun fact, if he didn't get the OCR at Queensland Open, it would be flipped. And before Queensland Open, Tripod was predicted to win nationals, but yeah, after Charlie got the OCR, it pushed him up above. Alright, now I've gotten the boring stuff out of the way, let's get on to square one. Third place, an average of 9.51, is Jody Brewster. Makes sense, many time OCR holder, so it makes sense that he got on the podium. Second place is a bit of a surprise, is David Epstein with an 8:44. He was national champion last year, and I expected him to be predicted first, but no, he actually just barely loses to B. Worry, who has an 8:40 predicted, just a tiny bit faster, and is predicted to win nationals. Moving on to Scube. Third place predicted is Zichi Ding with a 3:49 average, which seems like kind of slow for Nat's podium. I think it's like half a second slower than last year, but I don't know. That's what I said. Second place is Jonathan Charlesworth with a 3.3 predicted, which also seems kind of slow, but yeah, it's like the fast people are all going, so I'm not sure. But maybe they'll do better at Nats, I'm not sure. And first place by a wide margin is obviously Eli Pineda, the OCR holder, and very talented man. Barry Minks. This was not close at all. Third place with a 3:02 average is Emmett Hobbs. Second place, Zichi Ding again with a 2:57 average, and winning by almost a second is Sebastian Lee with a 1:78 average, which is sub the other guys like PR averages, so it's a huge margin to win by. Mega Minks. Third place was Jonathan Charlesworth with a 43 predicted average. This seems a bit slow, but it kind of makes sense because Felix and Avery aren't going, so it's like a less competitive podium, I guess. Second place, Edward Rust with a 39 average. And in first place is Jamie with a 37 average, which is also sub the other people's PRs, so it's the same as like Sebastian, where he gets a massive victory. Alright, moving on to my main event, Clock. Spoiler alert, I did not make it onto the podium, but in third place is Alex Butera with a 485 average, which seems really, really slow, but like inconsistency and also not many data points, like while they were good, which also applies to pretty much everyone on the clock psych sheet. So yeah, that's why it looks a bit scuffed. Second place, Kylam Jones with a 461 average. Also makes sense. He got the NR and almost got like a sub 3 average at Queensland Open. Like top 10 in the world for single. Very talented. And in first place is obviously Lachlan Adams-Roman, 425 average, which again seems really slow. but again, not many data points. But yeah, he's really good. Second in the world, double OCR, very talented. Moving on to OH. Third place, Jaden McNeil with a 13.54 average. Also seems a bit slow for a Nats podium, but Paul and Felix aren't going, so that's why. Second place, Riley with a 12.65 average, and predicted national champion is Jody Brewster with a 12.32 average, who, without his really good performances at Queensland Open, would not have even made the predicted podium. So a bit carried, but he's still really good at OH, so I don't think it's that hard to believe that he could become national champion. Okay, FMC. Third place with a 24.67 mean is Tommy Kaprillis. Makes sense. I'm pretty sure he held the FMC OCRs like a while back. So yeah, and a 24 average. I don't know enough about top FMC to know if that's good for him or not. Second place, Max Paris with a 23.33 mean. Obviously, Max Paris is a very good FMCer. OCR single has a sub 20 mean at home, and yeah, he's really good, but he doesn't have like the best official results, I don't think. So that's why it's only a 23 mean, which is a far cry from Jaden McNeil, who's obviously predicted to be national champion with a mean of 21.33. All right, back to the boring stuff. 3 blind. It's more of the same. Third place is Elias Chong with a 27.6. Again, not many data points, so it might not be reliable, but he's a very good blind solver, so I don't doubt that he could make the podium. Second place is Michael Tripodi with a 24 predicted single. And in first place, winning by almost 9 seconds, is Cheggins with a 15 single. And I don't think anyone's trying to deny that Cheggins is going to win 3 blind. All right, now onto N by Ns, starting with 7x7. These could actually be interesting because Felix is not going. So it's not just going to be him winning. And also Hayden's not going. So third place for 7x7 is Jody with a 258 predicted mean. Second is Elevio Effendi from WA with a 257 predicted mean, which biased, but yes, I'm happy for that. And then predicted national champion by almost 30 seconds is Ryan Driscoll with a 230 mean. 6x6. Third place is again Elevio Effendi with a 152 predicted mean. Also pleased to see that. Second place is David Epstein with a 145 predicted mean. And just barely winning is Ryan Driscoll with a 143 predicted mean. So a lot closer than for 7x7. 5x5. Third place, Riley Dexter with a not even sub 1 average. Felix and Hayden not being here really messes with N by N podiums. Then Liam Hydacek with a 57 average, and predicted national champion David Epstein with a 56 average. 4x4. This was probably the closest predicted event, and you'll see what I mean in a second. Third place is Jody with a 30.25 predicted average, and then just a 10th faster with a 30.12 predicted average is Riley Dexter, and then just another 10th faster than that, the predicted national champion is Liam Hydacek with a 30.05 predicted average. So yeah, very close, just 0.2 of a second between them. And there were also 2 other people predicted to have a sub 31 average. So 4x4, very, very close. Also a close event, 2x2. There were 6 people within, the top 6 were within 0.2 seconds of each other, which is very funny. But third place with a 199 average is Roman Rudakov, which, yeah, makes sense. He's very good. Almost gotten OCR2 numerous times. Second place, Jody with a 192 predicted average, and just barely winning by 100th of a second is Phoenix Patterson with a 191 predicted average, who, I think most people would expect to be national champion, but it's actually a lot closer than most people expected. Okay, moving on to the main event, 3x3, and because it's the main event, here is the top 10, because why the hell not? So in 10th place is Liam Hydacek with an 843 predicted average. In 9th place, Caden Ng with an 841 predicted average. And 8th is Lachlan Stevens with an 835 predicted average, the best WA solver for 3x3. Next is Seth Ferry with an 802 predicted average. And Jody Brewster with a big jump down to 7.61, the first predicted sub 8 average in Nats finals. Now into the top 5, we have Phoenix Patterson with a 751 predicted average. Just shy of the podium with a 748 predicted average is Caden Liu. And the podium is predicted to be in third place with an average of 7.44, actually Charlie Eggins, obviously more known for blind, but also a very good 3x3 solver. Second place predicted is David Epstein with another massive jump down to a 683 predicted average, the first sub-7 predicted. And the predicted 2024 national champion is Riley Dexter with a 672 predicted average. Just to wrap things up, here is the stats on predicted medal counts. So Cheggins would be leaving the most decorated out of the 25 people expected to get medals. And here's the second page. So thanks for watching. Nats is in, FMC is in 2 days. The Nats is the weekend after. So exciting shit. Goodbye.